Hello, this subject is an extra subject. It's not compulsory to see this video, but you can if you want to. If you want to learn more, I advise you to do so. It's an extra subject on the class that we're having on making a chessboard. Okay, so all these marks have to come off. If you want your chessboard or any piece, see these red marks there. All these things have to come off. On the other hand, you can put a red mark right around and make it look fantastic. Okay, you know, if you want to do that, you can, or you can take the mark, this red mark off. Okay, other marks will definitely have to come off in most cases. Okay, so also in the previous video, I told you that this part has to come off and look something like this. Okay, as you can see the difference. Okay, this is from bad weather. It's been wet a little bit. So continuing from the previous video, if you want to have an extra view of this, we're going to go into big detail in some of these things, some of the things in making a chessboard for your educational reason. Pay attention, and especially if you're a beginner, and you will learn much quicker than if you're on your own. Sanding is very easy to do, especially with a sander. Beginners will be able to master it pretty quickly. Okay, even by hand it's pretty easy. You just have to keep, whether it's by hand or sand, it's the same thing. You just have to keep it flat on when you're sanding a straight thing. If it's round, well, you have to go round. Okay, if it's different shape, you got to go, well, yeah, you got to keep it flat. Okay, so we're going to go into a lot of detail here. Put your hand up if you've done this before, whether you're professional beginners. I'm sure you have. I don't know. You tell me. But I've done it many times. Well, sandpaper can be used a fair bit. It lasts a long time. I've been using this for ages, like you would believe. But before this, I would use it a few times and throw it away. Waste of money. Because this is still good paper here. It can be used for a long time. When it doesn't take anything off, then you can throw it away. Okay. So so when you get tight from one side, just turn around, quite good. You'll be able to use both hands or both sides of your body. In everything you do, and not you can just fall down. Now, I've dropped this so many times, not funny, I still haven't learnt. This can damage. By putting it here, the vibration can drop it as it did 2 times today, I still haven't learnt. So many times in history I've dropped things, but anyway, it shouldn't be there, okay? We should learn not to put them there, because if they drop, those are safe, they're in there, in the box, so they should be okay. Because if they drop, they can damage, okay? That's happened to me so many times, not funny, I still haven't learned. You should learn that and not put it over here. I should do that too, but anyway. Okay, so as you can see the difference here, okay, on that. You also keep it here, and you've got to keep it straight here, but on the edge it's kind of round. This piece of wood, I'm not sure if the camera can see that. So we've got to sand it round now, since it's round. Well, it's not exactly round, but it's kind of like a similar shape, okay? Kind of a little bit round like that on the edges. Okay, so we come here, we're going to do that next because this, we don't want to keep on turning the vice too many times. We do it here about the same size as the previous one. And we're going to do the same thing here now. As you can see, it's very dark. Sandpaper is just about had it, but we can still use a fair bit of it. So we're just going to do a little bit on each one of that, so we can save money on sandpaper. It takes a bit more labour work because we're going to have to use a new one soon because it's not right out. Okay, but we're just going to use that sandpaper up a bit so we can save a bit of money. So if you want to save money, this is a lesson. If you want to save money on sandpaper, use the old one like I'm doing here. And get as much of it out as possible until nothing comes out, and then you can use a new one, and that will save you a fair bit of money on sandpaper because sandpaper can be expensive when you need to use a lot of it. Okay, like in the industry, it can be very expensive. It's cheap to buy a little bit of it, but that little bit goes to a lot when you're buying a lot and making a lot of things, so you need a lot of sandpaper. Okay. This sandpaper was actually given to me, but I don't want to waste it. Okay, it's actually thin. I actually get the thick one first and then go thinner. Okay, but I haven't got all those sandpapers. As I repeat, this will take a lot more labour work because this is just about had it, so I have to do more scrubbing here. But it saves you a bit of money on sandpaper. A lot of so I might just do it here a little bit. So come here. Sandpaper, it's not too bad, but if it gets caught in there, if it's not around the neck, teaching you on safety, it gets caught in here somewhere or down there somewhere, and sends this part out and gets the electric wires, you electrocute it. A little bit hard to do with the sandpaper, but and you should put it around your neck in sandpaper. Okay, there's just the electric, but electric tools like electric saws, especially, that can cut that very easily if you make one mistake. One lousy mistake and it's cut, and you're going to get electrocuted. So it's best to put it around your neck. Make sure you've got plenty of room. It's not cramped like this. Okay, plenty of room where you can do the job here. Okay, and it's not too close here. It's more like here. See, where it's away from the blade if it's a saw, or in this case, sander. So I did it first the wrong way, so then you can pick that. Those that didn't, I'll let you know now. Don't worry, it's safe for me because I'm aware of it, but I wouldn't do it all the time. Took a chance to show you the wrong way and now the right way. I always do mistakes that I'm showing you how not to do it, but I'm cautious when I'm doing that. I've got my eyes sealed up quarter, people believe me. There's no way in the world I'm going to do the recipe today. But I always put it around my neck. Unless I'm showing you this, which is the only time I haven't really, when I show you that you shouldn't put it that way. Okay? So we come into this now, and we'll be back for more in a moment. Just going to take a break. Back in a moment. So go chewing now for safety. Cord goes here. Make sure it's not leaning like this. Okay. Make sure it's over here, and make sure you've got plenty of room here around the work area. That it's not going to be tight like this. Okay. It's going to be enough to do the work first, and you're on the go. Usually, what they do in the industry, they've got the cords hanging up over here. So the cord's up, and it's safe. As long as it's not leaning the cord down like this, where you catches on the blades or on sander or something like this. But for now, we haven't got it up there yet. We did have it, but we took it out. Until we put the cords up, we have to do it this way, okay? So, if you're going to have a woodwork area, try to get the cords up high. Okay, not where the door is, because, there's got a rolling door here. But anyway, where it hasn't got a rolling door, and put them up, and then the cords are safe because they're hanging up like this. That's how they do it in the industry where I've worked. As you can see, there's no way to catch here. The cord's right up here. Okay. Bloody pygmy shit. Over your neck, check it. Okay, it's got plenty of room. It's not too far down the cord. Come Okay, so don't come here. Actually, we do these first, with about the same size there. So by doing the ones that are about the same size, because it's thicker, so we don't have to turn this too far in or out. Okay, we do it once for this size and then turn it around and do it for the other size. So when we loosen it and tighten it, it's about the same place. So we don't have to do too much turning. Okay. So we don't have to turn the wires too much, as I was saying. This thing here, I can get stuck all the time. Okay, just a little bit. Okay. Come here. See, it's about the same size as the other side. So we do that. So then we turn it around. Okay, fuses just dropping everywhere. Okay, what's this? This is an offcut. Put that there. Okay. So we're done there. I'm going to do it this way. Right till it stops, put it down. So before, when you saw me put it down and it hadn't stopped, I did that so you can see the mistake. Don't do it like that. Wait till it stops. Okay, I've done that. Cords never are out. So another reason why I've got this there, put that in there, put that there, so people do not trip. They can't go past this and they don't trip. This is straight out here, so don't trip. There's no basically hooks like this. They can, you know, out there where they can trip. You tell people there's a cord there when they come. Otherwise you've got to hang it up. But I'm aware of it, and I know if people are going to come here, I tell them there's a cord there. Always do that. I know, I'm aware of it, so I'm not going to trip over it. I just have to let the other people know and be aware of it if they come in here. Okay? But no one usually comes here. In rare cases they do, but yeah. Okay? So now we've got to look at this. It looks pretty good. Okay? We open it a little bit more. We've got to do this area here. Okay, come here. Come here. Wait till it stops, put it down. Now you got the right way. Okay, put it the other way. Because accidents happen. If you do it wrongly, it's on, you can move, direct your workpiece, you can move, scrape your hand off. Okay? It's a sander, it's not too much of a problem, but it can become, so you've got to be very cautious. Okay, very cautious. Not as much as other electric saws or other tools, but always make sure they're off before you put them down. There's a safety thing on the saws, but sometimes if it doesn't work, you're in trouble. So when you're cutting with the saw, like I said in the other show, you cut, and when you finish the cut, you wait till it stops. Even though it's got a safety thing here, you wait till it stops, then you bring it down. Now bring it down when the safety's on, yes, but if that stuff's up and you got that, you're going to cut your leg. Like I've seen it happen. Okay? Believe me, I've seen it happen. You know, these things don't always work all the time. Sometimes they stuff up. And if stuff's up the wrong time, when you're working, you're in trouble. So wait till the saw stops, then bring it out, especially the saws. Okay? Electric sanders is not so bad. It's nothing compared to electric saws. But even then, even with sanders, play it safe. Okay? See, if you catch those two mistakes, I'm sure you did. Don't do it that way. Okay? Okay, so you come here. That's the right way. Okay? That's the right way. Wait till it stops before you put it down. I repeat, so you can sink into your thinking and you can always remember it. If you're told once or twice or 3 times, you may forget, especially those that haven't got good memory. If you're told over and over, you will eventually remember. So if you watch this over and over, you will remember. Keep it flat on this. Come here. Come here. That looks good. Looks good. Got this one to do. Back in a moment. So, continuing now, we've got a few things to do. So this is a lesson on sanding, an extra lesson on a chessboard that we're doing, and it's about sanding. Okay, switch on here. Always be alert, as you can see these are moving. You don't want them falling down, just don't want that. So move them back. If they move again, move them back. You're not going to go bang and move pretty fast, so you have time to stop as long as you're alert. And again, deliberately done so you can pick that. Look at the cord. No good. Wrong. Has to be around here. Okay, so I will tell you that over and over until it sinks into you, so you'll be safe. Okay. Okay, so put it around the neck. Now this is important to put it around the neck, especially for things like electric saws and that. I might just put this here. And this here. Now, I like playing that game, trying to catch it. But we'll stop it for now and come here. Okay, come here. Well, again, pay attention and do it the right way. Right? Make sure that the cigarette goes out properly, you don't want to fire, and make sure there's no burning things like, for example, there's sawdust here, down there, but there's none here. Okay, we'll put it out, make sure you don't drop it, put it out with sawdust. If you do, make sure it goes right out. Here it's right out anyway, and so on concrete, not on the sawdust. Okay, so go here. Okay, open this here. Right. Wrong. Right. Come on. Right. I love this game, this is good. Okay, should be fine. So come here, the same thing. So watching over and over again will help you. So repeat the lesson over your head. Okay, and make sure it's flat on, not like this or like this, unless there's a reason to put it like that. In other pieces of wood, you don't put it on angles. You put it on the right angle. In this case, it's flat. Make sure it's just tight. That's why I've got wood down there, so I can put my foot there and tighten it. If I don't, it's going to go flying the bench, because it's a thin bench. You can't see the wood down here, look at it. And that helps you get a lot of things in the shape or leading way, and it helps you do a lot of job as well. So I'll show you a lot of them, like for example, wrong. Okay. For example, this, that wasn't set up that one. I lost my concentration because I was talking, but you know, it happens sometimes. That's why the safety things on saw. Because people lose their concentration, they put it down, and boom, you made a big mark or a big cut on the table. Okay, you don't want that, and you can hurt yourself very easy. So you got to get the habit of remembering this, because if the safety thing ever stuffs up, you're in trouble. Okay? So put it over the neck, always repeat it and always remember it. I remember it. I don't really forget. With a sander, I may forget because it's not really. Come here, put down. That's it. So now we've got these. Now we turn it right in. Now this is why I did the fat pieces first, and there's different thickness in one side than it is on the other, not on the other side, on the corners, but different thickness here and here on them as well as this. So now we do this one. We've got to go all the way now because we finished the thick ones. Okay. So if we went all the way first down here, this, and we didn't do these ones, that means we have to get this thing. That is the, what's it called? This thing. Not the G clamp, the vice. Okay. In and out all the time. Okay. So we did them first, and now we do this. Now here we've got to keep the flat. And then here on the edge, a little bit on a corner. A little bit round, okay? So it's fine. Make sure you don't hit the steel. Just make sure you aim properly. If you do, it's just a sandpaper. It's not going to do anything. Okay? Maybe stuff up your sandpaper, but that's about it. But look on other tools. You don't do that on other tools and get steel like saw blades. Forget it, because if that hits the saw blade, you're in trouble. If it hits the steel, okay? It doesn't cut steel, it cuts wood. Unless it's a steel saw. But even then, you don't want to wreck your equipment or get in trouble because you're not meant to cut that. And if it's an accident, you can have an accident. If it stops, put it down. Come here. And the lucky last one here, except for the corners here. Look at the corners as well. Okay, not the corners, sorry, the sides. These sides here. Come here. So what we're going to do now is a few things on these ones. If it's needed, you're going to get the hand sandpaper, do the corners a little bit. There's a little bit bad. Did them a little bit with the electric, but you've got to really do them the corners there with a hand. I think we'll do them that way. Okay, and a little bit more work, and we're almost there. Be back in a moment. Okay, so what we're doing is we're getting the corners a bit. It's easier to do it with a hand saw in the corners, so just come flat first and just round it off like this. Okay. And that's all that here. Okay, come here. Flat, round it off it. So these corners around. Okay, so you just follow the flow. Okay, that's all we have to do. Come in here, repeat the process. Get rid of this. You don't want it anywhere near where you're working. Preferred, doesn't really matter. As long as you don't have another electric tool there. And sanding is alright, but other tools is not alright. But just to make the habit of putting it away, put it somewhere else, away from the workbench, and get the habit of putting it to other tools. You do that with sanding as well, because that was the sandpaper. Because if you use an electric tool here in this wire base and drops that, it's electric. If that's plugged in, you're in trouble. You don't want to wreck your electric tool. For one thing, okay? And that's plugged in. I haven't unplugged it yet, okay? So come here. Come here. Okay, that's it, and be back in a moment. Okay, so because of the thinness of this isn't do by hand for me, and I think for most people, if not for everyone. You can do it by machine if you want, like we did the other ones. Like it's easier with this. Okay, nothing to it. Although for this to get a mark out like this, it might take you forever by hand. There's a red mark there, I'm not sure if the camera can see that. You get that off, you may need to use the electric. Because in this case, the red mark, and you might take it off, although we may not take it off, haven't decided yet, because we might just put a red mark right around so it can look really good like that. I think it will look good like that, but we'll see, we'll think about it. I think it will look good, so we may do it. Let's see. It's a lot easier than taking it off anyway. It's going to take ages to take it off. That might seem only like a 3mm thing, but it's a lot to do it just with hand. Take ages. So we're saying this here. This is pretty much sanded. Pretty in good condition. So you just need to do it a little bit. Later on, you might have to do more when we finish the board. More sanding on the edges around. But right now, we'll just do a little bit of it. The most of the sanding is almost finished, but when we finish this part of the sanding, and like I repeat, when we join this again, then you have to most likely, if not all the time, sand it again on the edges and get it really nice. come here. So I think I will do that. I will put a red line right around here, here, and here, right around on both boards. It's going to look fantastic like that. I think you will have a nice colour to go with the black. Really nice. Okay. One thing about me is I do art as well as me drawings and painting, and I know what is attractive. If some of my equipment is not that attractive, it's because I don't care about it. It's for me. They're strong and they do the job. But when I make things like this for other people, then I don't not only make them strong, but I make them look good because I know people like that. And so do I. If I make things for the lounge or inside the house, then I make them look pretty good. But in my garage here, in my workshop, I love them like this. It saves me the work. And as long as they're strong and they work, that's fine. They don't have to look pretty. Okay, it's just the workplace. It's not, you know, anything magic about that. Okay. But you can make them look good though if you want. Don't let me stop you. But I mean, just the way I do things. Okay. So here we go here, and here it's got a few marks here, green, and here we have to take that off. Come in here, take that little mark off, take the green mark off here, good as off. There's another red mark on the other side, over here, see? Oh, that's that mark there. Okay, yeah, that has to come off, we just want on the top. Okay. So we'll come here, cut it off. Should be fine. So we go flat on it and straight out. None of this bending thing. It might be just a little bit. That's going to put it a little bit off, or more or less. Depending on how much you're doing. Flat on. Be back in a moment. Hello, back again. The quickest break in the damn world. Anyway, so we've got these, and what we have to do now is we sanded them everywhere except in the corners here. We're just sanding here, here, okay, and it's just the same thing, but we can do it with this because it's easier. It's a small thing, it's easier, and the idea is to square them off. If they're not square, that is. If they're square, it's just to make them a little bit nice looking, just a little bit. If it's not good looking here, if it's, you know, like from the bad weather, you might have to do it a fair bit. Okay. If not, if it's like this, you might have to do it a little bit, just like that. Should be fine. Okay. You can sand this from, you know, like for instance, from 120 grit, then 80. Okay, then maybe 60, then 40 and 20, which that will be done, but it's the same thing as before. So the sanding is the same way. You just do it like that. Okay, so once that is done, what we have to do is I'll take the board here to show you what the plan is. Where we have it off by heart here rather than on paper, although you can use a paper if you want. Okay, so we put this down here, put the board here as it's going by plan. Okay, so one thing you have to do, as I mentioned in the other video, is that these have to be colored in more because I ran out of ink. It's not dark enough, and of course the rest of the squares have to be put in. From there, we have to join this together, and what you do on the other side here, okay, will be the pieces of wood going here, and here, and on here, and the thin piece will go here, and of course the other piece will go here. Okay, square it off, okay, and of course the same thing happens on the other side, okay, which means we have to fix this area here and here, but it's going to come in the next coming lessons, okay. So we do the same thing here, and here we'll put a black gammon, painted black gammon, so that will look, once it's fixed up to match properly, so it's not like this here, left deliberately so you can see it, okay. I'll show you how to fix that problem, okay. We come here and put the other one on the other side, and that will open, and that will be the black gammon chessboard in here, okay. They will open like a chessboard. The black gammon will be put in colour in texture. We're going to use, you know, 2 different colours to show the black gammon board here, okay. We haven't actually done the black gammon board yet, but it will be done sooner or later. Now, I'm also letting you know that I'm going to experiment with something that I have never done before. And once we finish this, we're going to lacquer it with varnish. I want to keep the original look of the wood. As you can see, it's a little bit brownish here and there. So we're not going to sand it anymore. I was, but I decided not to because I'm going to lacquer it, that is varnish it. And this will give it a very good look with the varnish, with its colour. Very good look. And we're going to, that will be safe doing that everywhere, except that on the board here and on the other board, I want to varnish these areas. But if I do that, it's going to take a long time. So I'm going to experiment and find out if this would work and lacquer the whole thing, and see if I get a good look here on the black and on the white, see what happens. It can only go 2 ways because I've never done this before, so I don't know. I've done chessboards before, but I haven't lacquered over the paint, so that is over the texture. So it can either damage the whole thing and got to throw it away and start again, or it can make it look fantastic. It's going to go either way, I know that. Okay, so if it looks fantastic, great. If it doesn't, it's for educational reason, for you to know what not to do. If it works, then you know it will work. So this is for educational reason. Of course, when I know what works and what doesn't, then that's what I do on the chessboards that I sell. Okay, so it's for educational reason and to figure out if this would work, so then I can use it for my other boards, or even this board if it works here, for sales reasons. Okay, so that concludes this part of the lesson. There'll be more lessons or other videos concerning the chessboard. As I said, I will show you all this as time progresses, in a short, medium or long time, don't know when. Like I said in the previous video, I have to still get the inches, and I still have to get a few other stuff. Thank you for watching. God be with you all, and bless you all. Take care.